Imagine waking up in a dense prehistoric jungle where the trees are hundreds of feet tall, the predators are the size of buses, and floating blue screens tell you exactly how many experience points you'll get for killing them. You aren't just a survivor, you're a player in a sponsored system, a cosmic game show broadcast to billions of alien viewers who bet on your survival. Welcome to Primal Forest, the first explosive installment in Tom Larcombe's sponsored system series. If you love crunchy LitRPG mechanics, primal survival horror, and the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist level up from a naked novice to an apex predator through blood, sweat, and strategic crafting, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in progression fantasy, blending the visceral terror of the wild with the addictive dopamine hit of system-based growth. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist being dropped into the primal forest with nothing but their wits and a basic interface. The atmosphere is thick with the humidity of the jungle, the chirping of unknown insects, and the creeping dread of knowing that every shadow hides a monster that wants to eat you. Larcombe excels at making the progression feel incredibly grounded and rewarding, turning every hunted beast, every crafted spear, and every unlocked skill into a massive, hard-earned victory against an unstoppable tide of evolution. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its brilliantly logical, deeply crunchy progression system and the spectacular survival of the fittest trope. This isn't just about swinging a club, it's about optimizing your stats for stealth and strength, understanding complex ecological chains, and using the environment to outsmart enemies who are faster and stronger. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer the system's rules, craft overpowered gear from monster parts, and completely shock arrogant, high-tier players with their unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Primal Forest lies in its characters and the heavy burden of isolation. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating min-maxer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a world that rewards ruthlessness. He quickly forms bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help him navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as his friends watch him casually calculate the damage output of a homemade poison. Their unbreakable trust in him provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A massive, high-tier dungeon break or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, he completely shatters the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the code. Primal Forest is a triumph of the LitRPG and survival genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Tom Larcombe has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a spreadsheet and a spear. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the survivor. The forest is dark, but his future is bright.